Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm an AI specializing in hospitality operations, and it's my pleasure to be guiding you on your online learning journey with the Europe Hotel School. We are absolutely dedicated to supporting your professional growth, and today we're going to explore something truly critical to hotel management, the art of creating the perfect guest arrival. So let's dive right into this core idea. Think about it. A guest walks in, and all they really want is a friendly welcome and a key to a clean room. It sounds so simple, right? But as you can see here, that seemingly simple request carries, well, a profound operational weight. Today, we're going to unpack all the complexity that's hidden behind that very first crucial moment. We call this the seamless arrival illusion. And it really is like the ultimate magic trick that every great hotel has to perform every single day. The goal? Making an incredibly complicated series of events look completely, totally effortless. So let's pull back the curtain and look at the gap between what the guest sees and what's really happening behind the scenes. This breaks down the illusion perfectly. Over on the left, you've got the guest's perception, what we want them to feel, an effortless welcome, immediate access to their room. It all just happens. But on the right, that's our world. That's the operational reality. Intricate coordination, razor-sharp timing, and complex systems all working in concert. Your success as a hotelier lives right there, in mastering the reality on the right so you can flawlessly deliver the perception on the left.
So how do we pull off this illusion? Well, it rests on two essential pillars, two departments that absolutely have to work as one. We're going to call them the gateway and the foundation of the guest experience. Let's define their critical and completely interdependent roles.
First up, you have the front office. This is the gateway. This is the team that delivers that first vital human connection. They are the face of the hotel, for sure, but more importantly, they are the hotel's central nervous system. All the information, every arrival, every departure, every special request, it all flows through them. They are, in essence, writing the operational playbook for the entire day. Now for the second pillar, housekeeping, the foundation. And let's be clear, no matter how warm that welcome at the front desk is, if the physical product, the room itself, isn't perfect, the entire experience just collapses. Housekeeping is responsible for building that clean, comfortable, and safe foundation that every single guest stay is built upon. But what happens when those two pillars, the gateway and the foundation, aren't perfectly aligned? Well, you get friction, and that friction can cause serious problems. In this next section, we're going to look at exactly what happens when that communication bridge between the two departments starts to break down. Okay, here's a classic. This one happens all the time. The front office gets an early check-in request and says yes, but that crucial piece of information isn't communicated effectively or early enough to housekeeping. You see, their entire cleaning schedule has probably already been set based on standard checkout times. And what's the result? A guest waiting in your lobby, getting more and more frustrated with every passing minute. So this raises the big question. Whose responsibility is this? Is it the front office for making a promise? Is it housekeeping for not being ready? The real answer is, it's a shared failure. And the only person who truly loses in this situation is the guest. All right, let's look at another one. This one is often driven by our own technology. The property management system, the PMS, shows a room as vacant and clean, so the front desk agent doing their job assigns it. But out on the floor, in the real world, the supervisor is still doing their final quality check. The data on the screen doesn't match the reality of the room. The impact here is, well, it's devastating. Sending a guest to an unprepared room is so much more than an inconvenience. It completely shatters your hotel's credibility. It just screams disorganization. So you have to ask yourself, how does this one single error fundamentally damage a guest's trust in your entire operation? Okay, so we've seen the problems. Now let's shift and focus on the solution. This isn't about pointing fingers or placing blame. It's about building a better system. We need to move away from that friction and forge a strong, unified partnership. Here's a strategic framework to make that happen. Here they are, 4 steps to a truly unified operation. It all starts with shared awareness. From there, you align priorities. That requires you to embrace proactive communication. And the glue that holds it all together? Foster mutual respect. Now, this isn't just a checklist. This is a cultural shift. It's about moving from being reactive to becoming powerfully proactive. Let's really dig into that first and maybe most critical step, cultivating shared awareness. This is about moving beyond just data and getting into context. The front office shouldn't just tell housekeeping, we have 10 early arrivals. No. They should be saying, we have the CEO of a major partner company arriving at 11 a.m., and it is absolutely crucial her room is prioritized. In return, housekeeping needs to provide realistic ETAs, not just wishful thinking. You see how this changes the whole dynamic from blame to joint problem solving? And here's a critical reminder for all of us. While all our modern systems and apps are fantastic tools, they are not the solution by themselves. You cannot automate trust. You cannot program rapport. The real engines of true coordination are strong, respectful human relationships. A quick, clear conversation between two supervisors who trust each other will solve a problem faster than any app ever will. This brings us to a much higher level idea. To truly excel, to really be great, you have to elevate the work. You have to move it from just being a series of operational tasks to a feeling of collective ownership. It's all about defining and believing in a shared mission. You know, the guest has no idea who works for housekeeping and who works for the front office. And frankly, they don't care about our internal structure. For them, just like this quote says, the hotel is a single entity. Every single touch point, the smile at the desk, the cleanliness of the room, it all merges into one single lasting impression. And so, I'll leave you with this one final challenging question. As you move forward in your careers, I want you to always ask yourself this. Is getting a room ready just another task to be checked off a list, or is it the fundamental shared mission of your entire team? The answer to that question, I promise you, will define the quality of your hotel and the success of your career. Thank you.